Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Mitch Ames, and I would like to give a special thank you to Mr. Tommy Sotomayor and to his detractors. Thank you all. After watching Mr. Sotomayor and his detractors, I've been inspired to create my own show and series called that I'm going to call Black Adult Education, or BAE. And after watching Tommy Sotomayor his videos and his detractors, it's become very clear to me that many black people hate him because he is black. And let me explain. He is black, like many black people, but he's not the approved kind of black. You think about the things, or you consider the things that he says, there are rappers that say far worse things than he does, and they get shown love. But of course, they look the part, they act the part, they're the typical looking black people, typical acting black people, so they get a pass. Rappers, white politicians say far worse things. White people like Bill O'Reilly, Dr. Laura, they say far worse things. Bill O'Reilly just recently said that when he was asking Trump a question, how are you going to provide jobs for these African Americans who are uneducated and they walk around with tattoos on their forehead? I don't want to generalize, but statistics meet this out. Now, this is Bill O'Reilly, who often comments about black lives and criticize black fathers and this sort of thing, and was surprised that black people eat in restaurants with silverware, and actually said on his show, it was no, and I quote, "Hey, MFer, more iced tea." He was literally surprised that black people eat like everyone else, and he kept saying, this could have been a restaurant, in any Italian restaurant, it could have been any place. He was surprised that black people eat like everyone else. But you're not prejudiced, you're not hating white people, you're not racist toward white, so they can say whatever they want, they can do whatever they want. And so could Tommy Sotomayor. He could do so unmolested if he were to, maybe get his hair braided, show himself living in a one-bedroom apartment frying bologna in a hand-me-down cast iron skillet, complaining to his daughter about having to cut the government cheese for her because she likes hers cut thin. Or maybe him showing videos about sporting his new Jordans and how much trouble he has combing his daughter's hair. He could say the exact same things with his pants sagging, that sort of stuff, and black people would approve. He would not be hated as much as he is now, but because he doesn't, because he wears his pants around his waist, because he tries to live what I would consider an average life. He lives in an above average crib. That place he lives in is very nice. And it's sad that even though Tommy Sotomayor does not cost anybody any money, he does not impact anybody's relationships, anybody's income, anybody's political standing in the world, yet people go out of their way to hurt him and the people he cares about and the people that care about him. It's pretty sad, and it says a lot about you, more about you than it does him, because you literally work for him. The effort you put into finding out information, digging up dirt, contacting his landlord, contacting his sponsors, that is work. You're working for him. He's occupying space in your mind, and he's not paying you any rent. And you're not hurting him. You're only doing this to satisfy your own desire, your own need, even though it earns you nothing but a personal satisfaction. But you will not go after Bill O'Reilly. And the reason for my video, my new series, is I'm going to give you a new target. Because Tommy Sotomayor is not the enemy. He doesn't impact us. I mean, there's a guy who's the governor of a state who poisoned the people with lead. Tommy Sotomayor is not doing that. Tommy Sotomayor is not out shooting unarmed black men. He's not imprisoning innocent black men. He's not setting up a system where black people are imprisoned. for simple crimes where white people normally go free. He is not a part of that. He talks about other things, and I notice that people don't ever try to change his mind. They call him Crispy, they call him Coon, they call him all kind of names, but nobody tries to change his opinion. Nobody goes after him saying, hey, Tommy, you have a good point, but here's a different approach to it. Here's a different look at it. No one does that. They simply call him a coon and tell his listeners why they shouldn't listen to Tommy Sotomayor. Well, screw you, pal. Tell me why I should listen to you, not why I should not listen to him. I mean, really. Anyway, so I'm going to leave you with this. I was watching a Tommy Sotomayor video. It was probably a year or so ago, and it was he had put in a clip with Megyn Kelly of Fox News interviewing a Chicago reporter who made some comment about the problem in the black community is the lack of black fathers or something along the lines. And his TV station had put him on some kind of restriction where he was only making $300 a week. And here is the thing that really struck me in watching that clip. Megyn Kelly said, and I quote, "You were making $300 a week. Nobody can live on $300 a week. So obviously you quit." Unquote. Now, here's the kicker. Minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. At 40 hours a week, that's $290 before deductions. No one made a video asking Fox News to help or using Fox News as a gateway to say, hey, this is the best argument for an increase in the minimum wage. That's just one thing that was in the video that he showed, but no one picked up on that. And that's what's sad. You're more focused on what he's saying when the actual things that are affecting you are right before your very eyes. You're just not seeing them. So my goal is to give you a new target, because I think that most black people are in pain. And when you're in pain, you attack the easiest target or the most visible target. And it's not fair to Tommy Sotomayor. And it's not fair to you. And my goal is to give you information that should make your blood boil. And hopefully you go after the people who are the problem with the same tenacity and veracity that you go after Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. You may not like what I have to say, but I will be as honest as I can, and you will not be able to deny what I'm telling you. So with that, all I have to say is the truth shall make you free. So please stay tuned. I will be giving you more observations. Please subscribe. Stay tuned. And until then, thank you very much. Thank you again for joining me. And have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever.